Okay, so the message that the Lord has shared with me this morning is, it's awesome. Okay, so I would like to share this with you. It is outside of the box, but you know me by now. So the message that the Lord shared with me for this morning's offering is bring the bacon. Now, you know the analogy of the pig versus the chicken. Okay, so the chicken is just involved in the breakfast. It just lays an egg and it's involved, and there you get an egg, and it does nothing to the chicken. The chicken just lays the egg. But the pig gives his life, he's committed, he sacrifices everything to be a part of this breakfast. So while we're bringing the bacon on this side, I would like to enjoy this word with you this morning with the smell of bacon and eggs going on the side. So it's partial involvement versus a total commitment. Now, tithing, offering, sowing is not just an act of charity, but a demonstration of faith, of obedience, and of commitment to God. It is that total sacrifice. Now, bringing the bacon is bringing a tenth or whatever you decide on of your income for the hashtag Kingdom Mission. So I want to make that a thing. Hashtag Kingdom Mission is what we're busy with. We are doing what the Lord has put on our hearts. You're doing what the Lord is putting on your hearts. And bringing the bacon is saying, I'm going to contribute to that. We see in Malachi 3:10, bring all the tithes, the tenth into the storehouse, so that there may be food, bringing the bacon. Now, bringing the bacon is being committed and being an obedient giver. It is not just bringing a something, something. Bringing the bacon is prioritizing obedience to God and trusting in His provision. Trusting that when you sacrifice, when you truly contribute with everything in you, when you're not just involved in it, but when you are committed and you say, God, I bring my finances to you. I sacrifice what I have and I bring it to you. I trust that you will provide for me. Mark 12 verse 41 says, and he, Jesus, sat down opposite the temple treasury and began watching the people, how they were putting money into the treasury. So he sat right opposite the offering basket and he said, I'm just gonna watch a bit what's happening here. And many rich people were putting in large sums. You need to understand today, bringing the bacon is not about the amount that you bring. It is about the heart. It is about the sacrifice. Now, many were bringing lots of eggs. Now, don't get me wrong, I love eggs. I really love eggs, have nothing against eggs itself, but for this morning's analogy, bringing the bacon and bringing the eggs, they were involved. They just brought a little something, something. They were just involved and they brought lots of it, but it did not take real commitment and sacrifice from them. Mark 12:42 says, a poor widow came and put in 2 small copper coins, which amount to a mite. And he called his disciples to him and he said, truly and surely I tell you, this widow, she who is poverty-stricken, has put in more than all those contributing to the treasury. For they all threw in out of their abundance, but she, out of her deep poverty, has put in everything that she had, even all she had which to live on. She brought everything. She brought the bacon. Bringing the bacon is giving sacrificially. It is not just being okay with a little something, something. It is truly saying, I am going to bring the bacon. It's going to cost me everything. Not just a little something, something. It is going to cost me my life. It's going to mean something when I give. It's not just going to be whatever I've got left. Bringing the bacon is living in a surrendered life to God. It's living in this life where you say, what I have to give is everything. What I have to give is, it's not just something that I have left over, but Lord, I'm going to trust you. The bottom line is, do you trust God? That's the bottom line. The bottom line is not the amount. It's not the amount. The bottom line is not what you bring. The bottom line is it requires faith to trust his character. It requires faith to say, Lord, I'm going to bring everything that I have. And I'm going to trust that when I bring it, you are going to meet me where I bring it. Now, John 6 verse 9 says, there's a little boy here who has with him 5 barley loaves and 2 small fish. But what are they among so many people? And Jesus took the loaves, and when he had given thanks, he distributed to the disciples, and the disciples to the reclining people. So also he did with the fish, as much as they wanted. Bringing the bacon is giving from your heart. That little boy said, this is what I've got, and I'm bringing it. It's not a lot. It's not even enough to feed the 5,000. It's not about the amount. Don't feel this morning that because I have little, I can't bring the bacon. It is about the heart. Bringing the bacon is saying, I see the hashtag Kingdom Mission, and I want to be a part of it. I'm bringing what I've got. I'm bringing everything. 2 Corinthians 7 says, let each one give as he has made up in his own mind and purpose in his heart, not reluctantly or sorrowfully. Can you smell that? That doesn't smell sorrowful. The splash zone is here where you can smell the lovely bacon. This is what God says. I want to do life with you like this. I want it to be fun. I want it to be alive. For God loves, he takes pleasure in, prizes above other things, and is unwilling to abandon or to do without a cheerful, joyous, prompt to do it giver. Do you like making bacon and eggs for breakfast? Not you, I know, but everyone else. Do you like making bacon for breakfast, bacon and eggs? That's the way that you must feel about bringing what you've got. And I want to anchor this with you. Bringing the bacon is not reluctantly and grudgingly giving, as in the case with the chicken. But it's about willingly, sacrificially, and joyfully giving as an expression of one's commitment to God in relationship. It is about relationship. It is about family doing bacon and egg breakfast together. We should get the stigma of God and finances and all of that out of our head and make it as normal as making a bacon and egg breakfast in our home. This is my challenge to you. Bring your bacon. Be like that little boy that says, this is what I've got, and I'm going to bring it. I'm going to bring a total commitment, not just a partial involvement. I'm going to be the pig that gives my life. I'm not going to be the chicken that it doesn't mean, it's just a something to the side. I'm going to bring the bacon. That's my challenge with you. And with that smell, I'm going to leave you to enjoy this morning's message. We are excited. Ja, as I dank you, Paul. We are excited to see what the Lord is going to do in your life when you bring the bacon to him and you trust him.